Sophie Giuliano here, and oh, there's that sound. I'm standing, as you can see, in my fridge, and I'm going to give you a tour of my fridge. And I will say, what is so annoying about this fridge is it lets off that little beeping sound if I leave the doors open, which is great for my 14-year-old daughter to remind her to keep the doors closed, but not so great when I'm trying to give you a tour of my fridge. So please excuse those beeping sounds. We will work with it. Are you ready? A tour of my fridge. Okay, so on the top layer of my fridge, I keep my seeds and my nuts, and I keep them there because they go rancid very, very quickly. So although it takes up a lot of space, I always keep them in my fridge. And I keep them in glass jars, very visible, so I can see them every single day, because I actually use seeds and nuts every single day in smoothies and baking and cooking. Being a vegetarian and a vegan, they're the mainstay of my diet. So here they are in their glass jars. I've got cashews, I've got hemp hearts, I've got ground flaxseed, walnuts, and I have almonds, because I use almonds a lot. Also on my top layer here, excuse the beeping sound everyone, I have nutritional yeast, which I use a lot. It makes all my dishes taste kind of cheesy. I use it in place of cheese, but I like to keep it fresh, so once opened, I keep it in my refrigerator. All right, let's see what else we've got here on this top layer. Oh, I have here my matcha tea. This is green tea, and to keep it fresh, I always keep it in the fridge. I always have matcha tea because I like a green tea latte. I have here my mayo. This is my favorite vegan mayo, just mayo. I always have a massive container of that. I have cherry butter, because I love using butters in place of jellies because it's less sugar. I always have fermented veggies, always in my fridge. This one is by Wild Brine, raw organic kraut, which I adore. And then here I have some coconut kefir, which is a very good probiotic, and I almost always have different kinds of probiotics in my fridge. So that is the top layer of my fridge. Those are things that I use every single day of my life. Now let's go to the second layer. So on the second layer here, I have got, this just happens to be what I have today. It's obviously not always the same. But I have here, it's better beans. I use a lot of beans in my diet. These ones I like because they're sort of ready-made. I prefer them in a box than a can by Better Bean. I have three sisters, chili, Cuban, black beans. All my family loves them. We eat a lot of Mexican food. I always have a jar of vegan pesto, always, because we eat a lot of pesto. I have hummus also. My daughter loves hummus. This was by Hope Hummus, which I love. I always have sprouts. These are broccoli sprouts. I always have spreads. I have these ones. I love these ones by Melt. This one's got honey in it, but that's in place of butter. I also always have Earth Balance spread because I use that in various different cooking recipes and sometimes on toast. Miso I put in almost every other recipe I cook because it makes it taste delicious, and I love miso soup as well. Now let's go down to this next layer here. I do have eggs. I occasionally bake with eggs. My daughter and my husband like eggs. I almost always have olives, cherry tomatoes, always. I have bread in the bottom. I almost always have either gluten-free or sprouted grain bread. This is one that I love by a company called 1 Degree. I've got organic apple juice here by Trader Joe's for my daughter. Here I always have milk. This is homemade almond milk, because I don't like store-bought very much. I don't like the taste. I love the taste of homemade. I have soy milk, which I occasionally use. This one is USDA organic certified. What else have I got in here? I'm gonna hurry up. I always have aloe vera juice or aloe vera gel. So that's it. Let's look at the side doors. This side here, I call this my kind of medicinal side door. So in here, I keep BioK probiotics. Love these, particularly in the winter months when immune systems need to be kept very strong. For me and my family, we have those. I also have all these, which I've actually blogged quite a lot about because I love them. It's humic and fulvic acid. It's by a company called the Goodly Company, and I have all their different ones: antiviral, immunity, and all their different elixirs because I think they are amazing. I'll put the links underneath the video. Now this side here, I've got my Earth Balance buttery sticks, which I do almost all my baking with, being a vegan. I've got my SodaStream water. If I ever use sparkling water, my family likes that. We have a SodaStream machine. Organic ketchup, wine, I don't drink alcohol, but that is my husband's. Some kefir, which my daughter loves, probiotic. A dressing, oh I love this, it's by Raw Foods, Italian dressing. I always keep capers because I love that salty taste, put them in lots of dishes. Follow your heart, love that as well, love their tartar sauce. I always keep tahini, this is by Kavala, because of making all my dressings and hummus. I often make homemade hummus. And then I've got cornichons, olives, and last but not least, sun-dried tomatoes, big tomatoes. Let's stay British, shall we? Sun-dried tomatoes, because they contain so much iron, so I use those a lot. So that is my fridge. Thank you for joining me, and I'll take you on tours of other parts of my kitchen next time. And obviously, subscribe to my channel for all the delicious vegan and vegetarian recipes that I give you every other week.